representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. They're on the visiting sideline. Head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guy's one of the final winless teams in football this season. Trying to change that here. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going run again with Swift. Runs around him, he's got space. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Williams off the play fake. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. This is going to be Raiders football. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
Man, big LaQuincy Green in the middle, the defensive tackle.
No, they don't.
One of the superstar rookies.
The positives that they could
Just,
take away from that opening drive?
man, right over the nose.
Possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
He's going to throw again on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Has some space inside the 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
He's the first carry for the rookie out of NC State. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Looking in the air here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner. But they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Trying to throw here on 4th. Cut near the goal line. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From his end zone, Williams hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying grounded with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Swift on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Still has some space up near midfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Another Bears first down. A gain of 21 yards. And a
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Has his man, it's Smythe. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Pass brought in by Burton. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
that's another Bears first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First down, here's Swift. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. Santos' kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now we're on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the throw. We've got a screen to the running back. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for this. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. On target to Thornton. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. 2nd down now, they need 7. Full right side finds Bash. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on.
From the red zone on 1st. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager is going to find a way to keep that football for this QB. Yeah, he was a dual threat guy in college, but that's his first in the NFL using his legs.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. A draw now. This is Swift. Man, this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Swift. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. They pitch it out to him here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Swift gets it, going left. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
He finds a Dunze downfield. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw by Williams. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go. Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Running behind center with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now it's Monungai. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He keeps this one himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Bears about set for their next possession. On play action, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down. They bring a tight end in motion right. Now a give to Swift. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going run again with Swift. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Komet's got it left side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. 4th down, Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. There's a dive up the middle. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down. A big red zone stop.
They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears push their lead to 6. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Trying to work quickly now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense working quickly. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Sticking to the air here. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Still sticking with the passing game. Falls to the ground now left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Come on, come on.
Back now, pressure coming. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in close to the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
70, Timberwolves. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. The Bears decide to call their 1st time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And this is close to their end zone. They have got to be careful, but there is still enough time. They could mount something of a drive here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground, it's Monangata. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kid, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, Well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. He fields this at the 18. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Williams to throw on 3rd. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. They've got 1st down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on, come on. Hey! Stephanie Ranger, Stephanie Ranger.
To throw here on first down. This is a heater going deep. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
From the red zone on first. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown! The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra points in.
Man, a safety,
And the Raiders make it
2
10-1
touchdowns in like under a minute and a half. Amazing.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the rookie, the former Jayhawk, Devin Neal. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Saints get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's time to get aboard the Gus bus. This is Gus Edwards. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Commanders get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Plowing up the middle. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Start cooking, 19. 60 vices, 60 vices. See the most, see the most, see the most. Go.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 vices, 60 vices. 18, Pioneer.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fair catch is made a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Right up the gut. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Okay, the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Everybody rushing back to the line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 Lions. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Press all 80. Amen, amen.
They go play action on 1st down. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He puts him here under this one, right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. I'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Mickey Myers, and he's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody. Wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 7 be lying.
They are throwing it again. Has it on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 16-point ball game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after is up and through. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. Look at a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And he forced a 4th down.
He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
70's capable.
Hand off to the back. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Come on, come on.
Another carry for him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. Connects on the crosser. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
On the set.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. They go to him again. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
From the 5-yard line, looks like they're going to try it here on 4th and goal. Throwing from the gun here. to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down, here's Swift. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it took a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Williams to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Pass brought in by Burton. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. First down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air yet again, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
1st and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from 30 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Case, come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a two-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Come on.
On first down, they'll run. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
They'll run here on first down. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
This is Gentine on second. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running for the marker on second. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready, go!
Right up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Gentine. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Now looking to throw. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bucks have likely locked up the win right there. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 16.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has some daylight through the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Raiders ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on.
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They give it to him again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Plowing up the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. We give up the guts. It's Genty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's the Raiders defense that comes up with the big play here. This a big play early in the ballgame. The Raiders are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. From there, let's go out to Dublin, Ireland, the NFL's first ever regular season game in Ireland. The Vikings and the Steelers have the honors. And this is Jordan Mason. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Vikings had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is the Niners wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Niners use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from EA Sports.